Hey guys, welcome back to Fire on the Hill. My name is Matt. Today we're splitting some big oak rounds on this Rima vertical splitter. We're going to see how well it does with the size of these logs, as well as we'll see if we can get this conveyor working properly. So here's the setup, guys. We have 3 baskets side by side. They're short way. Someone mentioned in the last video if I could see if this works, so we're going to test it out. I took the new rubber out and put another rubber in here, and I cut it down by 2 inches. So this rubber is a little bit thicker too, so it's not going to bend like the other one, which could hurt it or not, I'm not sure, but we're going to test that out. This was given to me by Premium Firewood, Randy. He lent me this for a couple weeks. We are putting some big oak rounds to this. This is all white oak, so this is good heavy wood. You know, the thing about big wood, guys, is it's tough to deal with, but man, it makes some really pretty bundle wood. So that's why I decided to use the vertical for this, just to show you guys what size we're dealing with here. This round is right at 25. I think the biggest round is over here, which I plan through getting through all this. Well, that's 24, but this was 25. So 25 is your biggest, and I would say this right here is probably the smallest. You're looking at 23 and a half. Yeah, 23 and a half. So 23 and a half up to 25 inches. This stuff is strength. time it was difficult, so I'm just going to quarter these pieces basically. Almost problem. So as you can see, the wood got stuck on this. Someone asked me this on the last video. Saw the wood came up, it didn't mess with any of this. This oak is stringy, boy. I know I'm doing this all wrong right now, but the oak is stringy. It's causing problems. We knocked out 2 rounds there, guys. I think I finally have the conveyor figured out. What I was doing, guys, is I was picking up the wood in like 4 pieces or so and throwing them there evenly and timing one of these paddles, so as soon as I throw it in there, the paddle takes it up, and that seems to work. It does help that the rubber is shorter, because now the wood can fall and sit right there on the bottom of the conveyor versus sitting on top of that. So as long as I get the wood in front of this rubber piece, it's going to go up. But timing it with the paddles is definitely the key to that. Quite a bit of wood in there already, and that was just 2 rounds. Tell you what, these big rounds just make a lot of wood. When I was splitting these big rounds, I was just beating myself up because I felt like I was making all the wrong moves. There's definitely a good and a better way to split in big rounds on a vertical, or any rounds on the vertical. Most of the time you want to split and have the small pieces going off that way, so you don't have to move things back and forth. But when doing those big rounds, it's either you fight it when it's in a big round, or you cut it up into small pieces and push them to the side. I'm not sure what's right yet. I'm still learning this, or relearning how to run a vertical. There's definitely a better way to doing it, and I felt like I was kind of choosing the wrong cuts on those. So hopefully as we keep going, I make better choices on that, but I felt like I was moving things multiple times when I shouldn't have. But overall, guys, everything's working great. We're gonna do probably 2 more rounds and then end up having to move the conveyor over. working for me. I'm gonna go ahead and push this in over here. I could just keep pushing it in and filling it up, whatever. I'm just gonna push it in there, bring the conveyor over, start filling this, and then as this fills, I'll just fill the rest of it in over there. I'm moving wood regardless, so I would just rather move it at the end than keep pushing it, move it, keep pushing all that stuff. So we'll go ahead and get this conveyor rotated over. This button right here. You can do this with the splitter on or off. All right, that should do. There we go, guys. Got all 3 baskets full. I leveled it all out, and then I used the rotation of the conveyor to get that last little bit. That was pretty convenient, and it's so fast just to lift it up if you got it too low. But heck yeah, that's some nice premium bundle wood right there. The vertical did great, guys. No complaints today. We got the conveyor figured out. One thing to guarantee this conveyor to work better would just be get some paddles with some teeth, and it'll take the wood no problem. If you were curious, this is what we had left. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds left. I think there was 4 or 5 short logs there, and it created that much wood. So that's all I got for you guys today. If anything, this video should prove to you that this splitter is capable. There's no question about it. You get that conveyor working great, and you'll have no issues. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.